Hello, we're continuing our discussions of the graphing of rational functions. Right, so rational functions, remember, are, to make it easy, just think of you've got variables in your numerator and variables in your denominator. If I graph this function f here, this one has 3 branches to it. This one's a very different looking function. Okay, it looks like I have 2 vertical asymptotes and 1 horizontal asymptote. So let's see how we came up with this, the graph of this. Okay, so vertical asymptote, remember our rule is, that's the easy one, it's the same for all situations. It's when the denominator is equal to 0. So you're just looking at your denominator, trying to figure out what makes that 0. Well, x squared minus 1 should be setting off some alarms in your head, meaning, okay, that pattern looks familiar. It's a factoring pattern, difference of squares factors into x plus 1, x minus 1. All right, so using our 0 product property, there's actually 2 values of x that would make this denominator 0, a negative 1 or a positive 1. All right, so we actually have 2 vertical asymptotes for this problem. Okay, we have one here at positive 1 and one here at negative 1. Terrible drawing, but you get the point. Okay, now a vertical asymptote, where did this vertical asymptote come from? Okay, so remember in the last situation we were talking about the coefficient of the numerator and the coefficient of the denominator. Recall that a and b. All right, so we're looking at situation number 2. Situation number 2 is where m is equal to m. Okay, so sorry, I misspoke there. We're looking at the a and b, but we're also looking at the degree of the numerator and degree of the denominator. In our last situation, the degree of the numerator was less than the degree of the denominator. Okay, in this case, and this got a little bit erased here, in this case, our degree of the numerator, n, is equal to the degree of the denominator, m. Okay. When that happens, you're going to look at a and b. When the degree of the numerator is equal to the degree of the denominator, you're going to look at a and b, and you're actually going to, your horizontal asymptote is going to be the line y is equal to a over b. Okay, so in this case, our coefficient of our, well, we'll call it the leading coefficient of the numerator is, in this case, 2. Leading coefficient of our denominator is 1. So it's the horizontal line, y is equal to 2. Okay, so that's where this horizontal asymptote here is coming in. Okay, so we have 3 asymptotes in this problem, 2 verticals, where our denominator was 0, and a horizontal. We divided coefficients a divided by b, got y is equal to 2. All right. Again, we'll talk more about graphing the rest of the graphs on here, but if you need to graph this for now, you would just, you're going to do an input-output table and find your values. Okay, on to situation number 3 in a minute. Thank you.